Welcome to Conspiracy. I'm Sammy,
And I'm Taylor.
and we're here to unpack and analyze the world's best conspiracy theories. So buckle up and let's jump in. Welcome back to the podcast. How are you?
I like how you've gotten in the routine of asking me how I am.
Well, that's because that's what you do, and I think
Well,
it's annoying.
Why is it annoying?
I don't know.
That I'm checking in on you?
Sometimes it makes me want to throat punch you, but
Why?
I don't know. I don't like that question.
What would you like me to ask instead?
I don't know.
We need to have friendly banter. That's how we open this
Did
thing.
anybody fondle you today?
I'm not asking you that question. No. Fine. I just won't ask you how you're doing.
Oh,
That's a
that's
joke
okay.
because I'm going to do it because it's just what I do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a kind person, Sammy. I care about your well-being and how life's going.
Thank you.
But I do have a story for you that I forgot to tell you. Last night, it's like 2 a.m. I'm laying in bed, and I know it's going to make me sound childish to all the people that are listening, but I have those like glow stars on my ceiling
Oh yeah, those are dope.
because I love the night sky. It's amazing. So bring it to my bedroom. It's just how it works. And I'm looking up at them last night, just admiring them because they were really glowy. Like I must have had like a lot of natural light on them because they were aglow. And I'm looking, and all of a sudden I'm like, something's moving up there.
Spider?
Huge ass fucking spider. 2 a.m. I'm trudging my ass to the basement to find the spider spray. I end up spraying the shit out of it on my ceiling. It descends to my bed.
Oh, there you
Then
go.
I had to find it in my sheets because it started crawling around. Because like when you spray it with the poison, it like starts like tweaking.
Okay.
And I'm like, ah! And it was a big spider. It wasn't like a little. Because if it's like a little one, I'll just get up there and squish it.
Is that spray like confined space safe?
Well,
I
I
feel
breathed it in last night.
Sleeping in that's probably not the best thing for you.
Well, guess what? I had a ceiling fan. It was moving around. It's fine. But yeah, I was like, and like, at first I was like, am I seeing shit? Because like all my lights were off. So it was literally just the stars. And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure something is moving. So then I turn on my nightstand light and I'm like, yeah, that's a spider. And then I turn on like my big ceiling light and I'm like, that's a big freaking spider. Like, how did that get in my room? And so then I very quickly went to the basement because I'm like, it was moving. So God forbid it'd move on to like my wallpaper and I'd never find it. So I ran down the stairs at 2 a.m, got the spider spray, came back up. Luckily, it was still on the ceiling, sprayed the shit out of it. He immediately fell from the ceiling. There was no hesitation. But then I had to like kill him in my bed. It was a long night. It was like a 20-minute process.
Wow.
And I just thought I should share that with you because I forgot to tell you when I woke up this morning that
That's wild.
it was an experience.
Spiders and me just coexist.
Not when it's on my bedroom ceiling. I can coexist if you're outside my house.
Like, what are you fearful of? That it's gonna like come and walk on you?
I guess I think that I don't want it to touch me. When you ask me about any of my fears, I don't think I can actually tell you why I fear it. It's just innate in like within me. My biggest fucking fear
Because like
is spiders.
I don't like a spider touching me.
I don't want it to touch me.
But like if it's chilling in the corner over there,
No,
I'll
because
chill here. It can chill over there as long as it keeps its distance. We're best buds.
I think I don't know if this is the part of the fear or what it is, Sammy. I'm terrified it's gonna like jump at me.
Trust me, it is not gonna jump at you.
I don't want it to touch me. I don't
Yeah,
want it to be near me.
Because every time you call me to kill it,
Literally,
you're like, make sure you get it. Oh my god, it's gonna jump. I'm like, it's not gonna. Literally,
I don't know why I'm
it's
fearful.
going to maybe scurry away, but it's definitely
my
not going to leap off of the wall.
I don't know
at
what it
me.
is. I don't know. And then okay, when you're trying to kill it and it scurries away, and I'm like, where'd it go? Find it. No, I'm not. I don't know what it is. Spiders is biggest fear. I rather shoot me to high heights, and I'm terrified of heights. I rather do heights than have to have a spider.
Hold
near
a
me.
snake or hold a spider.
Neither. Kill myself. I don't think I could hold a daddy long leg. That's a spider.
No, it's got to be a fat butt spider, but like small. A garter snake. That's really, really small.
I can't do either. Literally, those like tie for worst fear. They're just both horrible.
They
Why
don't
were
matter.
those things ever created? Why? There's no purpose. I know spiders eat all the other bad insects and snakes take care of mine. No. Why were they created? Let's get rid of all of them. Erase them all from planet Earth. It's just horrible. And like I said, I don't know if the fear is like I don't want it to touch me. I don't want it near me. And I don't know what it is about this house in the last week, but Sammy in like the last
It's spider season.
Oh my god. Literally, there was one in the kitchen the other day that like was on the sink. Mom ended up having to kill that one.
Oh yeah, I do remember
It
that one.
fell into, that was a big one. Then in the basement, I moved a tub to get out like a rag, like a towel, because I have a bin of towels. I move the tub, a big one crawls out, sprayed the shit out of that one. I'm over like sweeping and we have a sump pump in our basement. And all of a sudden I look down, big ass fucking black spider. Had to kill that one.
You could have just swept it in and it would have drowned.
No, it literally, they make their webs in the sump pump.
Oh.
If I don't check the sump pump on a monthly basis, spiders form homes there.
That's a safe spot for them.
No, I kill them the second I find them. I normally vacuum their little webs out.
That's so rude.
And then
They worked hard to create that.
I felt like an insane person because I have been painting like a stool downstairs to take into my classroom, and I'm painting it like a pencil, and I'm using like black paint on like the rails of it. And I was going over to our utility sink in the basement to wash the black paint off a brush so the brush didn't get bad. And I'm washing it and I'm washing it and I'm like, that paint's moving! And there's a spider in the sink and it's crawling up the wall at me. And I'm like, it was horrible. So I was screaming in the basement like 2 nights ago after I had just finished painting. So then I had to take scorching hot water, burn the spider alive, and wash it down the drain. Sammy, it has been horrible. In the last week, I've probably killed 7 or 8 spiders. Why the hell are they in my house?
These poor spiders.
I don't care. That is one thing I take no mercy.
They do a lot of good for the world.
Do the good outside my house. Because guess what? We have tons of spiders outside our back door. I will leave you all alone. You can live there.
But you don't. You spray them down.
No, this year I haven't. In past years, yes. But this year I'm just kind of like, okay, don't fucking touch me. I won't fucking touch you. We'll coexist as long as you're outside my house. Second you enter my house, it's over, motherfucker. I am killing your ass.
Can you imagine if we lived in Australia and they're like the size of a book?
And the hard
now,
part
if one
is-
of those got in my house, shit, I would evacuate.
I want to visit there so bad, but I'm so terrified of the spiders.
And they say that they're pretty like
I don't-
docile.
I don't care they're docile. They're big. There is no such thing as a small spider in Australia.
There's no such thing as a small anything in Australia.
Ugh. And mind
Everything's
you,
huge and it's all over the top. I'm like, oh my god,
They sit
they're
there.
everywhere.
And the worst thing is, like, from like TikTok, because I follow who's the Steve Irwin's son. I can't remember his name. Robert Irwin, which
he's very attractive.
He's very attractive. He's like just like his dad. He's literally grown into a miniature Steve Irwin, but he's full grown adult. But anyways, he literally was like, the worst part about living in Australia is you got to check your shoes in the morning. And he dumped out his shoe and a big ass tarantula crawled out. I'm like, fuck no, I'd pack my bags, move the next day. He's like, you have to check that. And depending on like location of where you live and how open you are with your house, you should flush the toilet before you use it because spiders hide up inside.
I've seen that. That
Hell
is just
no.
downright freaking terrifying.
I can't. I want to visit, but I don't think I could ever live there because I would have to conquer the fear of spiders.
I just gotta figure out when is spider season, and I'm going not during that
Have
season.
you seen spider season?
Yeah, like the trees are like webbed.
They and mind you, everyone was like, "That's a joke," and people that live there are like,
They're
"It's
like,
not a
no,
joke."
that's not. That's normal.
They're like, "We have a season for it, and like it's a rough season."
I mean, like California has the tarantula season too, and it's like it's not for me.
I remember when we did Zion and Bryce, after like we did our little powwow with Ryan and Danny, and then we like branched off to get our bags to leave the day of the trip. And I remember pulling Ryan over and I'm like, hey, Ryan, I have a question that I didn't want to ask in front of the group. I'm like, how likely is it that I'm going to encounter a tarantula on this trip? And he goes, oh, very likely. And I'm like, fuck. We didn't see one. Thank God. I did see a black widow, but I was like, how likely? And he goes, well, it kind of is the season. Like they could potentially be out. And I'm like,
Great. Just great.
I'm going to die on this trip. Yeah, no. The only time I've ever seen a tarantula has been in a cage at a pet store, and that is as close I ever want to be because it's behind glass, and even then I was terrified.
Yeah, Miss Dillon, my old science teacher, had one.
Oh, God, no.
And like it was in her bedroom, but she did have a big rock that she put on top of the tank in case it would.
Even if it was in a case and you would promise me there was no way it was getting out, I wouldn't sleep. I would have to stay up all night and keep my eyes on it just to make sure it didn't get out.
It's not getting out.
Literally last night when I was laying in bed and saw the spider, I had to keep my eyes on it the entire time. Mind you, I had to move in my bed because it was directly above me. So I had to move to the other half of my bed. Thank God I have a king. And I'm on the other half going, well, shit. I'm not sleeping up here tonight. It's either I kill it or I come get someone to kill it because if I slept downstairs on the couch, then it would hide somewhere new in my room and I wouldn't know where it is.
Oh my God. You could have just set up a camera in your room and watched it from down here.
I can't. I don't do spiders. When I find a future husband, there is one job. All
Spider
spiders.
murderer.
You gotta kill them. You gotta take them out. And mind you, you wanna be a nice person, then you can get one of those humane spider things that's like a little, and it like sucks the spider into a little claw and you can leave it outside. I don't care. If you wanna remove them that way, all the power to you. If you wanna let them live within nature, but they will not live in my place of residence. Get them out. It's a hard no. It's a pass. But yeah, that was our very long tangent of an intro. But I was like, I forgot to tell you this morning. I should probably tell you my My horror of 2 a.m. And mind you, that was after I had fallen asleep and I woke up to go to the bathroom and I lay back down. I'm like, wow, my stars are just so bright.
And then you're like,
Ah! I'm like, that one's moving.
ah!
We need to take care of it. It was horrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, I digress on the spider topic.
Good. All right. Today, we're going to be diving into the deep end of one of my favorite restaurants.
Well, you have a lot of favorite
And I
restaurants.
know I'm going to get hate for this being in my top 5 of restaurants, but I
Okay.
don't care because it's delicious.
I want to make guesses. Is it fast food or sit down?
You love their shakes. I love their fries.
Chick-fil-A. Is it Chick-fil-A?
I love their fries.
Oh, you hate their crisscross fries. You like their
You love
shake.
their fries too.
I like their shake. The only place I can think of that I've gotten a shake that I really loved was Chick-fil-A. And mind you, we don't ever eat at Chick-fil-A. The only time I eat there is in an airport. But I discovered on our last trip,
No, but like
Chick-fil-A
okay,
shakes.
Ignore that I said you like their shake. You love
Okay.
their fries. Everybody loves their fries.
I love a McDonald's milkshake, baby!
Exactly.
McDonald's!
I know. I'm like, it's literally in my top 5. And anytime I tell somebody that, like, yeah, I love McDonald's, they're like, ew.
I
I'm like,
wouldn't
McDonald's is so good.
I wouldn't
But they're
say
getting
like
a little pricey.
the food. I like their French fries and I like their milkshake. I could do without their burgers and everything else.
I'll eat a
though.
burger. I'll eat a chicken nugget. I will eat.
Like I would eat it, but like
it's so yummy.
I wouldn't say their burgers and stuff are top 5 for me, but their fries are number 1. You
Yeah.
don't beat a McDonald's fry.
So today we're going to be focusing on the ice cream. Or
Why?
lack of ice cream.
No, Sammy, literally they have like the best fucking milkshake in the world.
Well, when they have it.
You're going to talk about why the milk or the ice cream machines are always down.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is worse than when you pull up and you're like, I've been dreaming of a milkshake or a McFlurry, and then our machine's down, and I'm like, motherfucker, get it back up.
There's literally it's called McBroken.com. You can
Shut
see
up.
all of the ice cream machines in the world.
At a McDonald's.
Yeah, usually at any given point in time, it's usually like 20% of them are down.
Why?
We're going to get into it.
And mind you, my favorite part is people that own a McDonald's, like you can own within the franchise. I love that they're like, it takes 5 hours to clean, that's why it's down. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm buying that. Did you ever see the TikTok of the guy that he goes literally every time let's say he lived in Texas.
Every time he went, it was out of order.
Every time he went, and mind you, he started documenting it because he was like, this is insane. Like the last month, I've gone in at least once or twice a week to ask for ice cream
At different times?
at different times throughout the day. So
Okay.
it wasn't like consistent. And then finally after like 2 or 3 months of him documenting every time he went in, he bought a maintenance man uniform, went in and he goes, I'm here to fix the ice cream machine. They let him in. And he goes over to the ice cream machine and he goes, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And he goes, I ended up just leaving it broken. But like, yeah, he documented months. He goes, literally every time I went in, it was always broken. Never worked. It's a frustrating thing.
It is.
Because you pull up like into the drive-thru and I'm like, I've been craving
You're like,
a
this is gonna
McDonald's
taste
shake.
so good.
Mm,
And then you get there and they're like, nope.
it's down. And I'm like, well, great. It's midnight. Nowhere else has ice cream at this
I
time.
know.
And
That's
normally-
the downfall.
It's when we're coming, like me and you are traveling back from somewhere. And
I'm
it's like
that greasy food just hits it.
coming back from a concert or camping or whatever it may be that we're out at midnight. And I'm like, it's the only place that's open and I'm really craving a shake.
Yeah.
And then I pull through and they just disappoint me over and over and over again.
Yep. So today we're going to be looking into the McDonald's ice cream makers always being out of order.
I like this. I guess I never really knew there was a conspiracy behind it.
There is.
I just kind of thought like they're down, they're broken, or they were like, oh, we just don't want to make ice cream. Maybe that's what it is.
They're like literally, I think I have like 4 pages of research.
Shut up. On
It-
McDonald's?
It's 4 or 5. I can't remember how
That
many,
is
but
insanity.
It's pretty deep.
Oh, okay.
It's very like background heavy, but like in the background we're going to talk about all of my theories.
Okay.
So we'll get to the theories and we're just going to rehash what we've already
Recap.
talked about.
Okay.
All right, so nothing's more frustrating than going to a McDonald's expecting to get a McFlurry or a shake, and instead you're greeted with the all too familiar, our ice cream machine's broken.
I just want to like punch him in the throat. When they tell me that, I'm like, throat punch.
I just, and mind you, people have jumped through the window and like,
Shut up.
oh yeah.
Oh my God.
People have jumped through the window like, let me see the
I
ice
have
cream
internal
machine."
aggression.
Yeah.
I am not one of those people that goes through a drive-thru and yells at the person working because I'm fully aware that it's out of their hands. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
But the people that sit there and they go, are you kidding me? And they start swearing up a storm and screaming at them. I'm like, it's not their fault. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very frustrating. And normally as I'm driving away, I'm swearing up a storm at you. but I never take it out on
'Cause
the
you're
person
so
working.
pissed. And then, mind you, our town has 2 McDonald's in it, but like
Yeah.
you got to go all the way to the. I think we have 3.
We have 3, but only 1 all-nighter.
Yeah,
So if
that's
you
right.
go, if you're
So,
like going at midnight, you best pray that the one that's open has their machine up.
yeah,
It's just so frustrating.
you could always look up at McBroken and see if it's working.
So do people just like drive through and then like they document that it's down on the
No,
website?
This guy, his name was, I want to say it's like Rashid or Raquel or something that started with an R.
Okay.
He created like a database that links to the database on the ice cream machine, so like you can see which ones are up and working.
Does
and which ones
McDonald's
aren't.
know this is running?
Yeah.
Oh, did they give approval to this?
No.
Okay.
But yeah.
How the hell he's linked to all the machines.
Yeah. Well,
Damn.
he can see like is it working or is it not.
I feel like that is a lucrative business.
So if you want to
model.
see if your local McDonald's ice cream machine's working, just go to McBroken.com and check it out.
Oh my gosh. That is like freaking epic that he created that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So I did some investigating and kind of discovered why is this like really even a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, we know we go to the McDonald's and it's the running joke of, oh, is your ice cream machine broken? But like what's really happening behind the scenes?
Yeah.
That we don't see.
And like every time I go, I wholeheartedly go into it expecting that they're going to tell me no ice cream. So that way when they do say yes,
I'm always like, yay!
I'm like, oh my God, it's the best day ever.
It's ice cream time! All right, so we're going to really kind of jump into the heavy background stuff.
Okay.
The McDonald's ice cream machine is made by the company Taylor.
Hell yeah. Best name out there.
So it's the company Taylor. McDonald's uses the model C602, which is made specifically for McDonald's companies.
Oh, so you can't, it's only for that franchise.
Well, that specific model.
Oh, okay.
These companies, McDonald's and Taylor, have really been working with one another for decades. In fact, it's been since like the start of McDonald's, since they started doing soft serve, because they started originally with like scooped ice cream, but that was way too elaborate and
People
took
are
up
like,
way too much
my forearms
space.
are so big.
So they eventually went to like this soft serve milk-based stuff.
Can you imagine walking into McDonald's and you're like, come over to our ice cream parlor. Let me scoop you some fresh cut scoops.
They had vanilla and like it was back in a freezer and you went and scooped it out and they came out.
Oh, that's sad.
It wasn't anything exciting.
It wasn't cool.
No.
Okay. You'd have some buff ass forearms. Literally, every time I go to like an actual, like here in Wisconsin, we have a lot of like old fashioned ice cream parlors.
Yeah.
The second I walk into one, I'm like, I'd never do that job. Your arms would be freaking jacked.
I know. And then they're like digging to the bottom of it, like scratching it off the sides. I'm like, oh, and you better like mix up arms. Otherwise, one of your arms is going to be really, really buff and the other's going to be really limp.
I know just from experience of scooping ice cream at my own house, if that ice cream is frozen solid, I'm sitting there going,
I just want one scoop.
Just scoop out already. It's horrible. It's like the worst hell ever. I'm like, I came into my kitchen wanting ice cream. I left with like a hernia because I pushed so hard to get the ice cream out.
Good God. It's like you're delivering a baby to get your ice cream.
It feels that way sometimes.
All right. So Taylor and McDonald's have really kind of been working with each other for decades.
Okay.
Both of their headquarters are actually within miles of one another in Illinois. So, like, they're actually physically very close, and they've been working with each other for a very long time.
Okay.
Now, the company Taylor also makes ice cream machines for other fast food restaurants like Wendy's, In-N-Out, and Chick-fil-A. However, they never seem to have any problems in the way that McDonald's machines do. So, it might be that specific model.
And McDonald's, let's ditch this freaking model.
Or it might be McDonald's.
Well, let's ditch one or the other.
Well, don't ditch McDonald's. I love McDonald's.
Well, if I can get the fries elsewhere, they can ditch everything else. Because let's be honest.
The fry runs McDonald's.
The fry.
They're known for their fries.
That's why I'm going there. I'm not going there because, oh, you have the best cheeseburger in the world. You don't.
It's good, though.
Like, I'll eat it. But I'm not saying, like, ooh, you're the winner of best cheeseburger of the year.
No.
French fry, though, they're winning every fucking time, hands down.
Well, when it comes to that type of a French fry.
Yeah. Unless it's a beer battered fry. Oh, goddamn. It's so good. I love a beer battered fry.
We love food.
We are foodies over here, which just means that we're fat. Sammy's not. Sammy's anorexically thin, but that
I'm not.
I digress. But no, a beer battered fry, perfection. But if I'm looking at a fast food fry, I'm picking McDonald's every time.
Yeah.
Picking a chicken nugget, Wendy's all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Cheeseburger, I don't really know where I'd pick for that. Because McDonald's does not have the best cheeseburger.
But it has a good cheeseburger.
It's good. But I'd probably
like when I'm in a pinch, I'm going to go there for the fries and I'll get a cheeseburger too.
The one place, and I've only eaten there once in my life.
Hardee's. Hardee's has a good cheeseburger.
I can't really
grilled.
remember Hardee's.
It's not on a skillet.
Oh, maybe. The
grease drips into the pan and not into your food.
That does make a difference because I hate really, really greasy food. Yeah. It just makes me sick. Where
Sometimes Culver's gets a little greasy.
Culver's gets really greasy at times. Like the cheese curds there, perfection. But
Yes, we're Wisconsinites. We eat cheese curds.
their burgers can be a bit greasy. No, where's the place when we came home from Rocky Mountains and it was the first real food we ever had?
Shake Shack.
Oh my god, that was a good burger.
Yeah, they do have a good burger.
I would say if I had to pick, but then again, is Shake Shack considered fast food?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would
It's
say
like a Chick-fil-A.
they had a really good burger.
Or an In-N-Out.
That was that the other place we ate in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That was also a decent burger.
Very similar.
But no, I wouldn't say McDonald's is winning best burger of the year, but they're taking home the French fry award.
Damn straight. Respect.
The amount of tangents people are gonna be like, can you?
It's okay, but it's all related.
Slow down.
All right. So in order to understand this, we kind of have to have an idea of how McDonald's is run.
All right.
So we're going to look into that a little bit, and then we'll go into the ice cream machine.
They're run on chaos. Literally every time I go there, I feel like they're screaming at people in the back.
Well, that's because there's a ton of 14-year-olds working there.
But no, I feel like every time I go there, it's just like utter chaos.
Yeah.
They're screaming at each other. You have one teenager on their cell phone.
There's like 1,000 beeps going on. I'm like, can someone just get
Literally,
me my fries, please?
I could not work there. And it's not because I'm better than McDonald's. I couldn't work there from the standpoint of beep, 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 beep. There's so many beeps.
It was the same thing when I worked at Quick Trip. There was always beeping.
That would drive me up a wall. I can't
this alarm going off, that alarm going off. Oh, now you got to take this out of the oven. Oh, you got to go check the bathrooms. You got to go
It's insane.
check somebody out. Like, there's always something beeping.
It's a pass.
All right. So if you want to start a McDonald's franchise, you have to sign an agreement that states you will do everything to the McDonald's standard. That includes purchasing every machine from a list of pre-selected options by the McDonald's Corporation. Now, it's important to note that almost all of the machines have a few different models and brands to pick from. So when you're ordering your fryers and grills, you have a few options. In this contract is where you'll also find that the ice cream machine made by the company Taylor is the only possible option for franchisors to use. Nothing else.
Why?
We'll get into it.
Okay, I don't like that.
But yeah,
that seems odd.
So multiple other things have multiple options. You can kind of like select what's going to work best in your location.
Okay.
But the Taylor ice cream machine is the only one that they get to pick from. There's no other option.
Hands down, it has the best name. Like, you can't beat the name, but the machine itself sucks.
Yeah.
If you haven't caught on, it has the best name because it's my name.
Yeah. That's
and
saying that.
I'm freaking amazing.
Sure.
Honestly, I'm gonna rename myself Taylor. 3 Taylors. Drop the middle name. Drop the last name. It's so good. I name myself it 3 times.
Wow. That's interesting.
Like I said, my last name of Captain, epic last name as a teacher. I would never change it unless I could change it to Taylor or Taylor Swift. Because if I can be the second Taylor Swift, that's epic in itself.
Yeah.
So
it is.
It's either Taylor 3 times in a row, Taylor Captain, or Taylor Swift. Those are your only options.
Or Taylor.
Or Taylor.
You can keep Marie.
Yeah, Marie's fine.
It'll break it up.
I'm not using it all that much, but yeah, there are 3 options for my last name.
I don't really care. I'll take anything as long as it's not like Wiener.
Okay, Sammy Fart. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Miss Fart.
It'd be a good laugh the first week of school.
Some people.
Miss Fart's my science teacher.
And I'm sorry, my favorite is, and I have worked with, I don't know if he was a substitute teacher, and I think he was a permanent sub. Doesn't much matter. But I had worked with him like years back, and his last name was spelt Wiener.
It's Weiner.
And he'd be like, it's Weiner. And I'm like,
it's definitely not, dude.
It's Weiner. It's Mr. Wiener. It's Mr. Wiener. And I can't. Could you imagine? Hi, Taylor Wiener. I can't do it.
I know.
My last name is too epic to change.
Those people are always like, it's Weiner. I'm like, if that's what you need to tell yourself to sleep at night, you go for it.
That's why. I keep my last name because I'm sorry. Miss Captain thrives as a name.
And behind their back, I'm going to be like, Mr. Wiener was kind of a jerk today.
So yeah, that's why I have a very select array of names that I will agree to changing. Otherwise, I will be keeping Captain because my 4th graders think that it's all right to salute me, and I'll take that.
Some of my kids do that.
I love, like, a 4th grader will just walk and be like, Miss Captain, with the hardest salute they've ever given.
Like, wow, you are prone to go to the military. I'll take sign your papers.
Captain, my captain. I'll take it.
All right, so back to the actual story. The downfall with this machine, as with any ice cream machine, is that it has dairy products constantly running through its pipes. So it's important to not have any bacteria building up in the machine. So what McDonald's does is that they have to heat up the machine and everything in it, which kind of creeped me out that they're heating up the ice cream like slurry.
I feel like that would ruin the dairy product.
Well, they heat it up to 100 degrees.
That's like
So
really hot.
They heat up everything in the machine, the pipes, the slurry, all of it to 100 degrees.
Why do you keep calling it a slurry? I hate that word. That word sounds absolutely disgusting.
Because it's a slurry. I mean,
No!
it turns to liquid, but
Call
it
it
starts
something
out as like a
else. Call it-
congealy mess.
Congealy? These are all horrible words.
Well,
Slurry,
those are the
congealy.
things I came up with.
Let's pick new vocab terms.
All right, so they heat it up to 100 degrees to kill any bacteria.
Okay.
This process takes about 4 hours.
Holy shit.
Because to get the stuff up to that temperature and then to bring it back down, it takes a while.
Oh, wow.
Because of this long time frame, most employees are going to do this overnight so that by the morning the ice cream machine's ready to use. Or at least the smart employees are going to do that.
Yeah. Well, that
Now-
makes sense if I go at midnight, why they're going,
The ice
It's
cream machine's down, and they tell you it's down or broken because it's easier to say than it's getting cleaned, and then people think, oh, it's getting cleaned, it'll be clean in like 5 minutes, when really it's a 5-hour process.
yeah, but when they go, it's down, I just want to drive around to the corner window and mace them in the face.
Well, yeah, everybody feels that, but we hold it in. All right, so in the morning, the coworker opening the ice cream machine is going to see one of two things.
Okay.
That the heat cycle was successful and the ice cream machine's ready to use.
Oh my god, it can be unsuccessful.
Or that the heat cycle failed.
That means they have to do it all over?
At this point, the machine is completely locked out. You can't do anything on it except
God.
call a technician and have them come fix it, or you can run the cycle again.
Oh,
Which is another
my God.
4 hours of it being down.
Oh, good
Or
lord.
until you can get a technician to your McDonald's to come and figure out what the hell's wrong with it.
I feel like they probably we have one technician for the entire US.
They
the
don't.
whole US. We just
Taylor-
fly them.
Taylor is very proud of their service section.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
Literally, their commercials for their products,
Yeah.
they don't even talk about their product. They just talk about their service writer or their service people.
Are they weird?
Taylor has the best, what do they call them? Repairmen
Okay.
and repair team, and they can fix, and that's literally all they talk about in their commercials.
They have commercials?
They don't talk about their products. They talk about, we'll be able to repair our products.
That's right there is telling me red flag.
Yeah.
My product goes down a lot, but don't worry, our service team
Is
will
great.
will be there to fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right off the bat I'm like, different brand. Love the name, but different brand.
So you could have, it worked or it didn't.
Is this brand, this Taylor brand, are they the ones that also make like TVs? Because there's like
I
a
don't
Taylor
think
TV.
I don't think it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's a different Taylor.
Okay.
Now, with this heat cycle failing, it could be something as simple as like the machine missed a tiny step, or maybe instead of getting to 100 degrees, it got to 99.
I'd
But
just shoot the machine.
The machine does not tell you anything. So, like, you don't know what went wrong for it to have failed. So
Okay.
then the only really response you have is to either run it again and wait the 4 hours, or leave it down and then just wait for somebody to come in and fix it.
Okay, we are in 2024. You should be able to have a screen on there that goes, this is where it went wrong. Like this part of the machine, or this is what it didn't do.
Yeah.
My copier at school can tell me exactly where the jam is. Can I ever get to that part of the jam? No. Because I break my hand getting into the copier. But
And then I burn my hand on something. I'm like, oh my
Ugh.
god, it's not even worth it. I will just go to a different printer and tell my office person that the
absolute
printer's
worst.
jammed, and I tried my best.
I always email Miss Margie, and I'm like, Miss Margie.
I'm so sorry. I know you're gonna hate me, but you gotta come fix this.
I opened the 50 doors to get to the tiniest compartment in the back of the printer where it told me the jam was, and I ruined the whole copier. It's down. It's just I have
That
to
or
have
you try to remove the paper and then it rips off a tiny corner that you can't reach. And I'm like,
Oh,
well, we're screwed.
I still
This is
remember
gonna be down the rest of the year.
I had gone in last summer or the summer before. I'd gone in the middle of summer because I'm like, I'm gonna run some copies and get them done.
Did
And
it jam? And then there was
well,
nobody there to help you.
we got new copiers. I'm like, oh, and they were printing so fast. My dumbass thought it was an appropriate thing that as it was running copies to open the paper drawer that it's pulling paper
Oh.
from. I'm like, Taylor, what did you do? No one was there to fix it.
Everybody's done it once.
And I was like,
You learn your lesson real fast after that.
and the hard
Because
part
those
is,
jams are the worst.
and I was like, I can't even unjam it because the one in like our school office, you need a key to unlock the main thing, which is stored in the secretary's desk that I can't get to.
Mm.
And in our school, we have two copiers. We have one downstairs in the main office in the air-conditioned area, or we have one in the sweat lodge that's located on the second floor with zero AC in a stuffy, confined room. And at that point, I'm like, fuck it. I don't need to make copies this summer. I'll do it when I come back in the fall.
Yeah.
Because I was like, not worth it. But I'm like, why did I open that drawer and ruin everything?
And I'm like, it was going so fast. We were having a good time.
I was so
Now we're
excited.
screwed.
Yeah. It was just the worst day ever, and I ended up leaving. But I digress.
All right, are we ready to go back to the ice
Yeah,
cream
we
story?
can go back to ice cream.
All right,
I got my anger of copy machines done.
U-turn in it. We're heading back in. All right. So during the time that the ice cream machines are down, so like you can either run it again or wait, the company is now losing 4 hours worth of ice cream sales, which I mean doesn't seem like a lot, but it can add up pretty substantially.
I feel like ice cream could be a heavy seller for that. Like people love McDonald's ice cream.
Yeah. And then in the most cases, when you run that second cleaning cycle directly after the first failed attempt, the second attempt usually fails as well.
Brilliant.
So at this
Brilliant.
point, the manager needs to kind of get in contact with the franchise owner who's in charge of that building,
Okay.
who in most cases recommends calling the Taylor service technicians.
I wouldn't even at this point, if most second ones are failures, I wouldn't even run a second one. I would just get the repairman.
Just
Like,
be like,
skip
we need
it.
help.
Why waste 4 hours when I can use that 4 hours to be getting someone on the phone to get someone to my location?
Yeah.
Come fix it. This horrible, shitty machine.
But
Don't say but.
you're going to hear why they try not to do that.
Is it like really expensive?
So
or something?
fancy enough, Taylor is the only company that's qualified to repair these machines.
Oh, of course.
It's even in their contract that if you call anyone else and have them attempt to fix the machine, you would void your service contract and they would no longer service it or provide any parts, nothing. You don't
so
get
you
anything.
had to buy a new machine.
Correct.
What a freaking ripoff.
The thing that pissed me off on another level as I was researching this was that on average, these Taylor repairmen, any guess?
What am I
Cost.
guess? Oh, cost to have them come in? You're going to give me like an astronomical number, but
It doesn't seem that large, but it pissed me off.
if it's more than like a few hundred, I'm going to be mad.
So it costs about $144 for the first 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
So you get 30 minutes and it's $144. And for each additional 15 minutes that they are there,
okay, why is it 15 increments? It should be 30-minute increments if that's
Well,
what you're going to start at.
it's 15. For each additional 15-minute increment that they are there, it's an additional $315 for every 15 minutes.
Why the hell did it jump so high?
I know.
This is your shitty machine that has gone down once again. That is a ripoff.
Isn't
Why
that
does
insane?
Why does McDonald's keep this? Because I guarantee you, it takes well longer than 30 minutes to repair that.
Oh God, yeah.
So
it's
you're
not
just
costing, it's not
raking me
costing
over the coals.
McDonald's anything. It's costing the franchise owner.
If I was the franchise owner, I'd be like, we get corporate on the phone. This is insanity.
McDonald's has like this sick loyalty towards Taylor Company, and I don't get it.
Blackmail. They probably have like Ronald McDonald doing something dirty.
So
you didn't even laugh at that.
It's just gross.
I was like, save me. No comment.
So as the franchise owner, you now have to make a choice. Do you call the repairman and pay a bill that's more than likely going to be thousands of dollars, because at 144 plus 315 for every 15 minutes after that, it's going to add up very, very quickly.
Could I just let my ice cream machine sit and rot?
I was going to say, or do you leave the broken ice cream machine and deal with the lost ice cream revenue and the angry customers that come with it?
I think at this point, if I was a franchise owner, I'd just be
And
like,
mind you,
my location doesn't sell ice cream.
There was one McDonald's that opened. As I was going through this, I had heard this story. One McDonald's, it was brand new one, and it had opened. In the first month, they had to have the repairman there like 4 or 5 times.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
The amount of money lost right there is insane.
I feel like by the time you pay the thousands in bills to have them repaired, you're not making that much back on ice cream. I think a McFlurry is like $3.50, $4.
It's still expensive.
Do you know how many of those you would have to sell to make up one for the
just that cost?
The cost of materials. Okay, I don't know how much an ice cream cup costs.
Okay, guess how much this machine costs?
Do I even want thousands?
Thousands.
Like how many thousands?
$18,000.
Oh my goodness! $18,000.
This machine costs $18,000, or that's what Taylor charges the McDonald's franchise owner. $18,000.
We need to cut this loyalty with Taylor. I don't care what blackmail you have. That is insane. $18,000
just for the machine
to have it go down all the time.
That's not including like the bags of soft serve liquid that you're going to put in them. That is just the machine.
But I sit there and okay, if you want to think of this like more on an analytical point of view, okay, you're going to have the cost of the cup that you put the ice cream in, the cost of the spoon, the cost of the little plastic thing that snaps on the cup, the cost of the ice cream, the cost of the M&Ms or Oreo that you put in there. I know when you break all that down, it comes to cents. So like I realize that they are making a profit on every McFlurry that they sell, but I also sit there and I'm like, do you know how many McFlurries do you have to sell to make up, one, for the $18,000 to purchase this, but two, if you're calling a repairman, let's just be generous and say once a month. it's probably over $1,000.
Yeah.
So you're
I mean, if they're there 30 minutes after the initial 30 minutes, that's like already
600.
1,000
It's over 600.
plus the 144.
Yeah. If you are there for an hour and a half, you're over 1,000.
Yeah.
I'd
be pushing them out the door at that point. I'd be like, you know what? I'll fix it myself. Thanks, though.
After the 30 minutes, I'd be like, fuck it. We decided we don't want ice cream. Our location is just getting rid of ice cream. We're not doing it anymore.
We're axing it. But that's not the McDonald's standard.
Well,
that's where the franchise owners get nailed.
Then what I would do is I would say
they signed that contract.
The McDonald's standard, I will put the soft serve bags in my giant freezer and I'll just squish them into a bag, into a cup.
But the machine like congeals it and makes it ice cream.
I'll congeal it myself.
Okay.
I will go in the back with like a butter churner, and then when like I get,
where's the manager? You'd be like, oh, she's back in the back. She's in the freezer. You're gonna have to go get her.
She's working up a sweat. Yeah, no.
The shakes are a little sloppy today.
They're a little more liquidy, but hey, we know that a thin shake's a good shake. No one wants that thick stuff that doesn't come up a straw. Oh my God. The anger that I
know.
I can see why you were angry about that.
When I started seeing the expenses that these franchise owners were getting nailed with, I was like, why would you be a franchise owner?
And I understand
even though you're going to make money, like the ice cream machine alone would piss me off.
Yeah. And the fact that you get roped into a contract that it's the McDonald's standard, I'd be like, I don't think I want to be a McDonald's owner.
I'd be like, can we just slash that part out?
I'm going to be
Or where
Donald's.
it says you have to have the Taylor ice cream machine, can we just slash that out?
Yeah.
I'll find something else.
I'll
scoop out of a bucket.
I will create my own franchise, my own fast food franchise. I'm pitching an idea right now. If someone wants to steal it from me, just give me credit in like your memoir someday. We're gonna call it Donald's, and instead of one arch,
get copyrighted.
Instead of one arch, we'll have two arches. We're gonna have one singular arch, and we'll make it like pink. I don't care. Yellow. Okay. It can't be gold because the golden arches. So we'll have a singular arch. We'll call it the San Antonio Arch. We'll call it arches. I don't care. But literally everything will be the same with the exception of the ice cream machine on the inside. We will decorate
it. The red container for the fries with one arch on it.
Yeah, exactly. I say we do everything the same. We just have a singular arch. We'll change the color of the arch. We'll call it Donald's. And instead of a creepy-ass clown, because I hate clowns, we'll put, I don't know. What do we want as our mascot?
An alien.
Sure. We can do an alien.
Okay.
It can't, creepy clowns. I don't do clowns. Clowns are, ooh. But yeah, pitch the idea. Just give me credit in your memoir someday when you write about how rich you got off that. You're welcome.
They won't use the Taylor ice cream machine.
No.
I can guarantee
I'm telling you right now that if you take my idea, Taylor ice cream machine's not allowed inside the franchise of Donald's.
We can make a Sammy ice cream machine. You're still going to get copyrighted.
Just
Whoever's
Donald's.
taking this, you better change the name. You can do the singular arch, but don't
do the
that
singular
name.
arch. We'll just call it the arch. Or arch. Arches?
You can't do arches because McDonald's is the golden arches.
Well, mother F, we'll call it Arch. Welcome to Arch. Come on in. Instead of I'm loving it, we'll have I'm hating it. I'm walking away with diarrhea. Like, we'll just literally, we're going to just do everything we can to get around.
Tweak it a little.
Just a little bit. Instead of
probably
like.
have to change the tune.
I'm hating it.
It's still the same thing, just slower.
Okay. I'm hating it. I'm hitting it.
It's the same thing.
We gotta change like the rhythm.
How about you'll hate it here?
I like it. Come on in.
You'll hate it here.
I think that's it. Sammy, we are pitching we need a business person to reach out to us. Let's do it.
I don't have the money to start that kind of a business.
I don't have the money either, but
restaurants are not an industry I want to get into.
Oh, me
Thanks,
either.
Though.
I will fund you or not fund you. I will provide you. I should work for Disney because I have brilliant ideas for rides there too. But I can create the entire restaurant. You just have to make it come true with all the money that you have. Seriously. Sammy will come up with the slogan. She already has.
You'll hate it here.
You're going to leave with extreme diarrhea from the greasy burgers in the back. But guess what? You can leave with a milkshake that will always be guaranteed because we don't use Taylor products.
Respect.
And literally on our door, we'll put a big sign. I can make it on my Cricut.
Our ice cream machine works.
And then above it is just a singular big arch.
Shooting ice cream into a cup.
Yeah! We'll do that! Seriously.
Here we go.
We're gonna make millions! Billions, probably. You know what? We'll franchise it to the point that I'm gonna go across the street from every McDonald's in the world. There's one on one corner, I'm on the other corner.
You sound like Casey's trying to invade Wisconsin.
And
they're getting their ass whooped.
Their McFlurry costs $4, mine costs $2. cut my prices
We're
in
not gonna make any profit.
prices cut in half.
We're slashing them.
We're slashing them. Dude, seriously, we can make so much money. There's gonna be a play place in every single one because they've gotten rid of
We
those.
can't call them a play place.
We'll call
have to call them a ditch your kid place.
There you go. Something sketchy.
There'll be a ball pit with like a
Why did we
hypodermic needle in the bottom of each one.
Why did we get rid of ball pits? I
I
know.
love a ball pit.
I know that they're dirty and gross, but
There's
Sammy,
always a Band-Aid in it.
I, in the worst way, want to just dive headfirst into a ball pit. I see a ball pit, I want to be inside of it. I know that afterwards, I'm going to have to sterilize my skin with bleach, but I want to be in a ball pit in the worst way. In the worst way. Seriously.
That's me with a bounce house. I see a bounce house, I'm like, get me in there.
I need it.
I'm gonna go blast the kids out of there and just
Seriously?
own it.
I want to
That's when you go hyper jump right next to them so they fall.
Why did McDonald's feel the need that they have to take away all the fun in my life? Why? You took away my play places.
And you know when you were crawling through those tubes, it was always sticky.
And I'm pretty sure there was urine up there too. But it's
But that's
fine.
okay. I was having a blast.
Oh, the Appleton location, they still have their play place. That was the best play place. You would go up there, there's like a huge area to run. You could go into like that little spaceship buggy that you could bounce in.
And then you'd bang on the window and be like, Mom, are you watching me?
I remember.
And Mom's like, it's really loud in here. I think I'm going to go sit out in the dining area.
I loved a play place. We just had to change like what the name at our
Ditch your kids.
Ditch your kids.
Ditch your kid place.
Ditch your kid, and we'll have one arch employee just standing there and yell at kids that are like peeing in the tube or something. Hey, don't pee up there.
We need to have like a warden on each level.
There you go.
Because our slogan is you'll hate it here.
You'll hate it here.
Walk!
Makes me think of the lifeguard that whistles really
Yes.
loud and screams walk. Yeah, no. Dude, seriously, someone with an exorbitant amount of money, please reach out to me. I will pitch you every idea as long as you just give me credit for my ideas.
They're going to get copyrighted and then they're going to come after
Why?
you.
It's called Arch. It's called Arch. I don't even use the same ice cream machine that you use.
You'll hate it here.
You'll hate it here. And we got the Ditch Your Kids place.
Ditch your kid place.
Seriously, I'm going to make you so much money. And guess what? I'm going to scout out where they buy all their food products from. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to slash the prices.
All right, here's the deal.
Everyone's going to come to
I will
us.
go work at McDonald's. I will move up the ranks. Then I am the
Yes.
manager at my store.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Learn
figure
everything.
out where everything is purchased.
Yep.
I will then take this information.
There we
I will
go.
resign. I
Go.
will go to Arch. And I will create a masterpiece.
We are willing to work with you here. We will get undercover jobs at McDonald's.
But you're going to have to pay me my salary that I'd be making as a teacher
Yeah.
because I'm going to be working at McDonald's full time.
And I'm also going to have to quit at McDonald's by the time summer comes because that's my time off. But I am dedicated to this project. I need a millionaire to reach out, please. A billionaire, because I feel like we need a lot of funding here. And we'll start with one location directly across the street from our current McDonald's, the Pick and Save parking lot.
Okay, sounds good.
We got this, Sammy. We got this.
All right, we're going to pivot back.
That was
Because that was a very long and lengthy tangent. All right. Another thing I found interesting as I was digging is that in the year of 2000, the Taylor Company was potentially going to get bought out by another company called Middleby. At least I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Okay.
Which did actually purchase and now owns Taylor. However, when Taylor was presenting all their financial data to Middleby to try and like be more presentable and
Yeah.
make them want to buy them, they estimated that approximately 25% or $175 million of their revenue came from the repair and parts part of their business. 25% of their sales. Not the
that's
sales
wrong.
of new products. Just something to note.
That is wrong. I'm sorry. That is you not selling a quality product.
Yeah, you have a crappy product.
If 25% of your income
Comes
to
from
your
repairs.
company is coming from repairs, you are making a shit product and you need to reevaluate what you're putting out because I'm sorry, that would not make me want to come back and purchase from you.
But you know, as Middleby,
Yeah.
thinking about purchasing this, seeing that is their
Oh, I know.
constant
probably like,
income of
go.
25%, they're like, shit, that's a good
It's a
good
revenue.
thing. It's not just selling the products. Now we have revenue off of repairing.
But I
and
look at that
maintaining.
as like you are raking
Ripping
people
off.
over the coals.
Yeah, you're ripping people
It's
off.
just not fair. Like that doesn't make me want to come back and buy from you again.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like I'm getting ripped off, I'm gonna bash you.
I'm gone.
Mm-mm. And my thing is, why does McDonald's feel this need that we need to keep this partnership? Is there a reason? Do you get to that?
We're gonna talk a little bit about that.
Because like, why? There must be blackmail. I swear to God, they caught Ronald doing something bad. Because why would
They
you
called
keep
him
this?
fucking who's chicken nugget in the back. Who's the
Oh
who's
no!
Chicken Nugget?
I don't know. That's such a dirty thing. Aunt Nancy's gonna yell at you. They called him fucking Chicken Nugget in the pack. Yeah, the
What's
chicken.
his name?
The Hamburglar?
Yeah, maybe that's who I'm thinking.
There is a chicken nugget. Now we gotta look up the names of these
He's
quick.
the red one. Or he's like a little
Hamburglar's
little-
purple.
Yeah, and he wears that.
Do you remember the McDonald's movies from kids?
Yeah, those were so good.
Those freaking epic. I wonder if you can stream those somewhere.
They clapped, bro.
McDonald's. What would you franchise characters?
Hamburglar.
Characters?
Chicken Nugget.
Okay, you have Ronald McDonald's. You have Officer Big Mac.
Oh, didn't know that was a thing.
You have Hamburglar, Mac Tonight, and Birdie the Early Bird.
I remember Birdie. Is she pink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. That's the only ones that they
Okay.
have. Oh, they're like scary in costume. Then they
Oh
got
yeah, I
like
know.
3 little puff balls, but they didn't have names.
I remember the 3 little puffs.
I don't remember. I remember vividly a chicken nugget, but I'm not seeing a chicken nugget.
It might have been something they added after the fact.
Okay. Oh, no, they just have McNugget.
Okay.
So maybe McNugget's a person.
He's back there screwing McNugget. That's what got him.
My God, seriously, there's got to be blackmail because I don't understand why McDonald's would feel the need that they have to keep this connection.
I know.
Because they're literally, quite frankly, raking you over the coals and ripping you off on a monthly basis.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, as a franchise member, I'd be like, it's not lucrative for me to keep this business open with how much I'm funneling just into ice cream.
And mind you, you aren't making that much off of ice cream. I can't imagine.
No, because I'm sorry, if you have 10 people come through the drive-thru, 9 out of 10 are getting food because it's lunch or it's dinner or it's
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have someone come through and be like, oh, I'm looking for an ice cream treat. Or someone's going to get dinner with ice cream.
Yeah.
But I just don't see ice cream being that hot of a seller.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in the summer months, it's a bit quicker pace to sell, but...
So, I mean, that was just something I thought it was important to note. So now we're going to jump back to how crappy these machines really are. I'm beating around the bush here.
Okay.
The Taylor ice cream machine has a screen that looks like it's straight out of the 1900s.
Okay.
And it offers no help when it comes to what is actually wrong with the machine. Instead, it shows these almost hieroglyphic error codes that coworkers are just supposed to understand.
Okay, you're expecting Jimmy, the high schooler that's stoned out of his mind, to be able to tell me what that hieroglyphic means?
I mean, maybe if you pull out the manual, but mind you, these hieroglyphics update, like, monthly. So then
Oh my God.
your manual with the original hieroglyphics is now out of date. So now you have to get the new manual to understand what the new hieroglyphics mean for what your error code is.
I just need Jimmy to understand that my credit card has to go into the machine instead of him just staring at it like, what do I do with this?
Like, unless you want to give me my food free. Thank you.
Seriously, sometimes I go there and I'm like, you're stoned right now and you're at work. What are you doing with your life?
Another thing that kind of pissed me off, when you look at these, so in addition to the 1900 screen,
Okay.
the buttons on the machine, there's no words on them. Like, you're just supposed to know what each button does based on the picture that's on there. So, like, you should know
Why?
which button's the flavor button and which button actually dispenses the ice cream. Like, there's no words.
Why are they trying to make this more difficult?
I know. So, it's extremely just not user-friendly.
No.
Yeah.
Take the whole machine, put it in the dumpster.
Now, this is a great
Start
thing.
it on fire.
It's a great thing for Taylor because that just means that it's more money in their pocket through the repair bills because managers don't know how to work them. I mean, it's just a shit product.
Okay, I'm going to purchase a Taylor manual about this machine online. And McDonald's, you can secretly hire me under the table. I won't say anything. And
McDonald's won't hire you. They have a loyalty to Taylor.
It's okay. My name is Taylor. They will hire me. And I will come in.
They have a loyalty to the Taylor company. They will never leave them.
And I will start an LLC called Taylor Company. My name's Taylor. What are they going to do? Say no? Guess what? I'll come in. I'll fix your machine. We're all good. I got you. I got you, fam. And I will not charge you after 15 minutes of work $300 some. I'll charge you $200.
That is so nice of you.
Exactly. I'm cutting you the biggest deal of your life.
But somebody else already tried to do that. So,
Of fucking course.
all right.
Was her name Taylor?
No. The other thing that is kind of mind-boggling and slightly, again, pisses you off is that on this screen, there's a whole nother, like, secret menu
Why
that you
secret?
can get on the Taylor screen that can be accessed by their service team and nobody else. I mean,
Why?
there's a whole separate manual for the service team that the original, like, when you purchase it, you don't get.
I want it though. I'm purchasing your thing. I should get everything that goes with this machine.
And
Why?
in the original manual, there's nothing stated about this helpful troubleshooting screen in the normal manual that's given to the franchise owners. So when you purchase your Taylor ice cream machine, they don't get that one. So the service writers come in, they type in like it's like a I think it's 5213 because I saw the manual.
Damn.
So
Sammy's over. If you work at McDonald's, someone type this in and let me know if it works.
So
Now they're going to change the code on
they
us.
type in like 5213 and it opens up a separate menu. And mind you, when I looked at this, like
Was that menu in like English words and not hieroglyphics?
They blurred the screen so you couldn't see what popped up.
Oh, of course.
So it is said that like it's very user friendly and it's easy for the service writers to know what's happening.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Then guess what? If it's that easy for the service writer to come and fix it, it should take less than 30 minutes. I'm not paying, because mind you, they get you with 144. That's nothing. That's pocket change.
And then, 15 minutes, 315.
We're at 45 minutes.
Another 15, 315.
Unreal, dude. That makes me so mad. That is just unreal. I can't say what I want to say on air. That is just insane.
There was even a time when a Taylor service technician was doing a routine service call, and this specific machine he was working on had called for like an update to their software. Okay. So he performed that task, and when he was done, he noticed that the new error codes were so hard to understand. So he made a video about it and posted it on YouTube to see if anyone else had saw this or had answers to like why they made this update so not user friendly.
Yeah.
Within hours, the video was pulled off YouTube.
Of course it was, because Taylor probably reached out to YouTube and goes, "Get this off."
Well, and when the viewers asked him why the video was removed, because it was removed by him, he stated that the system defeated him. So I guarantee you that he was either threatening his job or something.
Unreal. I will never promote this company. If anything, I'm going to go out of my way to just slander them.
Taylor sucks.
Not me.
Taylor Ice Cream Company sucks.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm amazing. Taylor Swift's amazing. Anyone with the name Taylor is amazing. This company sucks donkey dicks. Yeah. This is horrible.
I know.
But why? Why do you feel... I hate when companies feel the need to, like, rip people off. And it's not just,
and yet there's a lot out there. And it's what they make their millions off of.
Well, literally, when you think about it, there are so many companies. Okay, totally off track here. You know the company Arizona Tea?
Yeah.
The big giant, the giant can of tea. When you sit down with the CEO, and I believe he's still alive, he has done multiple interviews about this. They have been 99 cents since the day they've opened. And he goes, I will never up the cost, because he goes, I am making a profit and I don't need to rip people off. He goes, these companies that come out with like, you want to go out and buy a soda at the store, why is it $3? He goes, it's not even costing you 50 cents to put that soda bottle there.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're charging $3. He goes, my Arizona tea does not need to be more than 99 cents because I am making a profit and I'm living well beyond my means with what I am making.
I respect that.
I respect the hell out of that. You just sit there and like you look at all these like,
but they always want more.
I am a slave to Apple products. I will always be a slave to Apple products. But why the hell is the new phone that's coming out like $1,400?
Yeah, that's wild.
That is just insane. And the thing is, these companies, they get you. They pull you in that you love their products and you're going to forever use them.
I'm like, the same thing goes for Samsung. Samsung phones are just as expensive.
Yep. And and you're either Samsung or Apple. I like the Apple operating thing. It's the only operating type of thing I've ever used. So it's what I know and it's just what I gravitate towards. But Apple has a lot of shitty issues that I hate.
Yeah.
I mean, the updates, eventually you rank out of the system and you need to get a new phone, and oh man, your battery life, coincidentally, that's another conspiracy. That like when a new phone drops, all of a sudden people's batteries start going to shit.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I just sit there and I'm like, okay, is it something in the update?
Like they make a purposely shitty product so that way you have to.
And there's more than just Apple. There's been rumors with Samsung doing it. Also, if I had to switch phones, I'd probably go to Google Pixel.
Yeah, same.
They have the nicest freaking phones.
I know.
But again, I'm enslaved to Apple. I love Apple.
I will never do a Play Store. No,
I can't do the Samsung operating feature or whatever.
No, it's just not for me.
But a lot of companies do this, and I'm like, why do you feel the need? Like, if I guarantee this phone, right, that it's sitting on my lap, probably doesn't cost more than $100 to $200 to put together, and we're paying $1,200, $1,400, depending on how new of a model you want.
Yep.
And I really don't. Maybe I don't know everything about a phone, but I cannot imagine it costs more than $200 to assemble.
Well, especially when most of them are made overseas, and like it's going to be cheaper for them instead of if they were to make it in the U.S.
Yeah, and like I said, it goes for lots of products. It goes for especially technology, and like you feel the need that like, okay, for example,
or like those Apple headphones that go over your head. Those are like $700 headphones.
Why?
Like, what about them makes them because you look at the quality of them and they're not that great.
No, and mind you, like I have tried them on. They sound great. They're noise canceling. They're comfortable. But why is it $700? Why? What purpose other than to go, oh, it's an Apple product.
Yep.
So I can charge it.
And that's it. And people will pay it.
Why do we feel the need to have to just take advantage of people? I don't understand that, and I have a really hard time with that. That's why I threw the Arizona tea guy in there, because I have huge respect for someone that goes, I'm still making a profit, and I'm still able to like live high on the hog here.
Yeah.
Because I'm still making a lot of money. Why do we need to take advantage? It's very upsetting, and I feel like in the last 10 years, it's just gotten worse too. Like, it just continually
With prices
gets worse.
going up on everything, yeah.
It's like, I feel like anytime you go to a restaurant or even the grocery store, everything keeps going up. And I'm like, dude, I have not gotten a raise. Like, I'm not getting cost of living raise, let alone, like, now I have to go out and pay higher prices for everything I have to buy.
Yeah.
It's hard. Life is rough. I hate adulting. I told Mom that the other night. I'm like, if I could do it over, I wish I could just stay a kid. I'm like, because there is nothing fun about being an adult.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. But it's rough. I mean, I can understand why people are going, this is hard.
Yeah. And with rent these days, it's insane.
Ugh.
It's not even livable.
That's why I live at home and pay a very low cost in rent.
Damn straight.
Thank you, Mom.
All right.
Back after another 20-minute tangent.
It feels like it.
This is gonna be a long episode.
These people gonna get whiplash.
Oh, sorry.
All right. The history between Taylor and McDonald's runs deep here.
Okay.
And I think that is why they have this weird sense of loyalty to one another. But what McDonald's does not see is that they are hurting their franchise owners financially in the long haul by being involved with this company like Taylor.
100%.
And we're not the only ones seeing this. A tech guy named Jeremy O'Sullivan is the founder of the company Kitch.
Never heard of it. That I can remember, at least.
That's because it's distinctly just focused with McDonald's. He invented this product called Kitch. Kind of confusing. Company called Kitch, product Kitch.
Okay.
And he made this product that can basically fix the problem with the McDonald's ice cream makers, where they don't give you enough information to be able to fix the machine yourself, and instead you always have to call one of Taylor's technicians.
Yeah.
Jeremy invented this device that you plug into your ice cream machine, and it connects to your phone and essentially gives you a better picture of what's wrong with your ice cream machine. So hopefully you can fix it yourself before you try calling a technician.
Make that man a millionaire.
So as soon as Jeremy launched this product, it was a major success. Franchise owners all over were purchasing these small units and saving themselves thousands of dollars in repairs and fees each month.
That's amazing.
McDonald's even came out in support of it.
Yeah.
And then within a year, they changed their face.
I was going to say, because Taylor reached out going, the 25% we were seeing in revenue from just the repair calls, that number dropped, and they're going, new contract.
So within a year of this product being released and actually helping tons of franchise owners, and even after McDonald's came out at one of their
conventions,
that's what I was thinking. They came out of their convention saying this is a great product, it's saving you guys a lot of money, everybody's loving it.
I'm loving it.
Or McDonald's and the Taylor company stepped out saying that the Kitch device actually creates a potential for a very serious safety risk. They did not specify what the risk would be, though.
Nuh-uh, don't give me that shit.
They went on to state that using this add-on or anything else on the Taylor machines would completely void any existing equipment warranty. So now if you plug something into your Taylor machine, it's void.
Get rid of these machines. If I can recommend one piece of advice to McDonald's, ditch Taylor. I take it back. My name is only good if it's being used on me. This company should be ashamed of themselves. Ditch the Taylor ice cream machines. They are just sitting here ripping you off every time you turn around. They're stabbing you in the back. They're not, not a fan.
When McDonald's was asked why they would revoke such a helpful tool for their franchise owner, they stated some crappy PR language, but they also stated that the McDonald's Corporation is working on a product that does the exact same thing that Kitch did.
Okay, so McDonald's was essentially creating their own version?
Here's where you're going to get more pissed.
Great.
Interestingly enough, the company that they were using to create this piece of technology is called Powerhouse Dynamics.
Let me guess. Owned by Taylor.
Who, shockingly, is owned by the same company that owns Taylor.
Oh, of course.
Middleby.
Unreal. So you're going to buy another product from this company, giving them more money, and guess what? That product probably goes down every day, too, for a 4-hour cleaning period.
Plus, this new proposed solution equipment does the same thing the original ice cream machine does. It still has that special service menu that only their technicians can access. So really, how helpful is it really going to be?
Throw it in the garbage. Throw all of this shit in the garbage.
It's like a fucking pyramid scheme.
Why? What is the purpose? Other than to just drain these people of money. How much money do you need in your bank account in order to be satisfied?
I mean, McDonald's is fucked up.
McDonald's, Taylor, the corporation Taylor.
Why would McDonald's still work
Continue.
with them?
There's got to be blackmail.
There's got to be something.
Or
Or
they,
McDonald's is getting something out of this.
Maybe they're getting like kickbacks.
I have no clue.
It makes no sense to me because you're sitting there and I'm like, what? Really? We're just going to continue to funnel more money into something that is not working? And then you can buy this product, but guess what? This product sucks just as bad as the first product. And you're going to need a repairman to come anyways, and we're going to rake you over the coals on the freaking labor fees. This is insanity. It just pisses me off.
I would secretly just use the Kitsch device.
I would secretly burn the ice cream machine in my dumpster behind my McDonald's.
Like, what's that big-ass fire out behind the
This whole thing
Jackson Street?
sucks. This is a situation where everything sucks.
So
Everything.
Kitsch, that company that had the great product, they went on to file a lawsuit against the Taylor company, stating that they wrongfully claimed that his device would cause harm or to their machine or the ice cream product.
I would be
they didn't
so
really
mad.
specify, as well as Taylor obtained one of the Kitsch products and reverse engineered it to create their new product for
Of
Proposed
course they
Dynamics,
did.
Or
So
for Powerhouse Dynamics.
where's copyright on that?
So
You obtained it.
There's this huge lawsuit that's still in the works. It still
I
hasn't
hope
been solved.
The Kitsch guy gets freaking millions
Yeah.
because that is bullshit. This whole thing is I am really angry right now.
I know.
I'm
got
so
heated.
mad. I'm so mad from the standpoint of like,
You feel for these people that are going through this. Like, you want to just take that ice cream machine and just yeet it out the door.
dude, I'm gonna just start
And
the
then-
McDonald's on fire.
And
The
then
whole
have
building.
a friggin' monster truck just plow over it.
At this point, if I was what are they called? A franchise owner? If I owned the one that's over here on Murdoch Street and I owned that one, I would start the entire building on fire and say, you know what? I'm going to just take the insurance money. I don't want to reopen because the ice cream machine's putting me in debt. I can't do it. I'm trying to break even. This is insanity. Insanity. I will never own a McDonald's franchise. I didn't have plans to, but if I did, I would never own a McDonald's franchise
Just because of the
ice cream machine. I'm going to, when I get super famous on my podcast, I have high hopes. High hopes. I'm going to slander the Taylor Company name because you should be so ashamed. This really makes me think, though, that like the head CEO of McDonald's, the top guy, he must be getting kickbacks.
He's gotta.
And the
Because
thing
why
is,
would you keep him?
and the thing is, that head CEO guy should be ashamed of himself because you are raking the people over the coals, the people that are working for you, buying your franchise to work beneath you, and you are now raking them over the coals. I guarantee somewhere there's a contract and he's getting kickbacks from Taylor. I am heated. I am so heated right now. This is insane. This whole thing is insanity. All of it.
I know.
The amount of money, oh my God, I can't even fathom. I hate this whole thing. I would, if I was the McDonald's on Murdoch or Jackson or whatever over here, I'd be walking across the street to Pick and Save, getting some ice cream in there, keeping it in my freezer, and just hand scooping it. I will have the buff forearms. Fuck this stupid machine.
That's not the McDonald's standard.
I don't give a shit what the standard is. I have set the ice cream machine on fire in my parking lot. We're having a big freaking marshmallow roast on Friday. Come on down. This whole thing is a ripoff. It is janky as shit. Taylor Company, you have put the name to shame.
I know.
And I have a brilliant name. Brilliant name. Every person with the name Taylor should just be proud of it, except for this fucking company. I'm so mad.
Jesus.
This is horrible. Horrible business model. It's a pyramid scheme.
They're when they came up with Powerhouse Dynamics, when I found that out,
unfreaking real.
I almost threw my computer across the lawn because I did my research outside.
I am so mad. I would have frisbeed my computer to Ken's house. I'd have been like right through Ken's window next door. This is
But like,
just,
I'm pissed.
this is stupid. All of it's stupid. I hate this whole podcast. Literally, it's just going to be me yelling in the microphone, and I'm so sorry if you're listening in headphones, because it's probably really loud, but I am so angry from the amount of money. These people, the founders, the franchise owners, should riot. March with a sign. Where's this? Illinois?
Yeah.
I will march with you. I will march for McDonald's. I will go outside the Taylor Corporation.
It's not even merch for McDonald's. It's merch for franchise owners.
This is
Because
just...
McDonald's has got to be in on it
They
in
have
some
to.
way.
Sammy, how many millions were they getting?
175.
175 million for repairs. What?
25% of their income.
The fact that you're advertising, we have great repairmen, that's telling me your product sucks. The fact that 25% of your income is coming from repairs, that tells me you suck. I'm going to make a picket sign, and I'm going to go march down there, and as I'm marching down there, all those franchise owners, I'm going to start selling them the idea of arches. Someone's going to buy in. Arch.
You can't do arches.
Come invest in Arch. We're gonna ditch the Taylor ice cream machine. I don't care what machine you want to buy. You want to buy your own machine? Buy whatever fucking ice cream machine you want. You want to hand scoop it? We can get you a fancy little ice cream parlor in there. Whatever toppings you want. Whatever you want, it can be sold at Arch. I'm so mad. This is horrible. This whole podcast, I don't think I've ever been so angry in a podcast. I'm so mad.
She's fuming.
Dude, you are all getting ripped off, and I am so sorry, but open your eyes. Pull the wool off the eyes. Rub the sleep out of your eyes. Whatever the hell's going on. Wake up and smell the roses, people. Something's happening.
Okay.
All right. Divert back to the podcast before I go on another tangent.
We're going to go to theories now. Like I said in the beginning, we've kind of already talked about all of the theories. However, we're going to kind of dig a little bit into each of them.
Okay. Finding my zen.
The first one's going to piss you off because it has to deal with Taylor.
Fucking great.
All right. There are some franchise owners that have speculated that Taylor engineers have purposely designed these faulty machines so the company can charge exceedingly large amounts of money for repairs.
100%.
Their main argument is that only the Taylor-trained technicians are allowed to fix the machines and nobody else, otherwise your warranty's null and void. And with the 2018 financial statement that Taylor stated about the 25% of their revenue comes from their parts and services division, how can you really maintain to say that they don't make any money off of services?
The whole thing is bullshit. I would go down to my local library, get a book on Egypt, because eventually one of the hieroglyphics is going to have to line up what's on my machine. Do these repairmen just come in and like, beep, 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 and click in these buttons and go, guess what? In 3 days, you're going to be calling me again. What is going on? This whole thing is a scam. It's a scheme.
It's probably in their training thing. They're like, just hit down here. It'll break down in approximately
like you
5.
You got 4 days.
We'll give them 5 days.
Yeah, like
I'll be back.
They're clicking something. The fact that you're probably on a first name basis with your repairman is sickening to me. If I was the manager and an employee came up to me and was like, Taylor, the machine's down, I would just start crying. Like, I can't do this
again.
I would be
at least $1,000.
I would be in the back corner rocking in the fetal position, just crying because thousands of dollars in revenue going right out the door to this stupid repairman. The second the repairman bus pulled into my parking lot, I would have to like mace him when he got out of his truck because I would just be so angry to see him.
Maybe you could mace him after the fact, and then you'd forget that you didn't pay him.
Maybe, but guess what? My credit card's probably on file.
It probably
They probably like, we don't do service until the credit card's been logged on the file. We've already charged you for the service. We know it's going to take 3 hours. Like, seriously. Okay, now just out of curiosity, how much is it for?
It's $144 for the first 30 minutes.
Let me get to my calculator. $144. Okay.
And then it's 15 or $315 for each 15.
So
minutes.
we're going to say 1 15-minute period plus 315. You're at 459.
That's for 45 minutes.
That's 45 minutes. So I'm going to say at least an hour, $774. But guess what? I'm going to double this by 2 because I'm guaranteeing that it's taken 2 hours to fix it. We're at $1,548
for a 2-hour repair.
For a 2-hour repair, and I guarantee it takes at least 2 hours because repairmen, they never move with urgency.
They probably take a bathroom break
They
mid-time.
walk in.
If I was the manager, I'd be like, you need to make sure everything's out of your truck.
Speedy!
You need to go to the bathroom right now because you will not be getting a bathroom break during your work.
And I would sit there with a freaking stopwatch and be like, the second you touch my machine is when I will start. Go! Like, and once I click go, you're not allowed to go to your truck because I will stop it. If you use the bathroom, I will stop it. If you stop to so much as take a drink out of a water bottle, I will stop it. I would just sit there and be like, do you realize I'm losing so much money? I guarantee though, in these like Taylor repair trucks, they probably like have a little thing that, I pulled into the McDonald's parking lot.
Start the timer.
What's the thing on a taxi cab? Start the clock. Like, unreal. Unreal. Yep. This whole thing. Damn, I'm mad. Okay.
It's not even the end of the first theory.
They literally they build a machine to break it. It's intentional. 100% intentional.
So another interesting tidbit is that in Italy.
Oh, great. Is there like a worse machine over there?
No, in Italy, the McDonald's over there use the Carpigiani soft serve machine, which does not break down nearly as often. However, they don't want to bring those soft serve machines to the U.S. because to get replacement parts, it would take like months.
But how
would as a result, McDonald's continues to use Taylor machines. I'm like, but there's plenty of ice cream machines. And obviously the Wendy's, the In-N-Out, the Chick-fil-A, their ice cream machines work.
But why don't they have to use Taylor ones in Italy?
Because Taylor's an American company.
I would assume they'd ship them over there.
No,
fly over a repairman.
They found something in that area.
They just fly a repairman every time they need them. Because guess what? They have the money to fly them.
You probably have to pay for it.
Yeah.
That's part of your fee.
There's a fee. For every hour he's on the plane, it's $315. And it's a 10-hour flight. I'd be so mad. I'd be so fucking mad. On top of that, you had to pay for his luggage and his fare. Unreal. This whole company should be ashamed.
And then you need to send one of your McDonald's employees to come pick him up at the airport with balloons.
He wants a grand entrance, limousine, or we don't come. Like, no. So they get to use other ones over there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I would, if I was a franchise owner,
I'd be like, that's fine.
Screw America.
I'll-
Move to Italy.
I'll wait months for my parts. That's fine.
Why? Why not? Why not?
Right.
I'd rather have my ice cream machine down for 2 months and then have it work for 10 years with the new parts that are coming in, because I guarantee it runs forever. Oh, I hate this. And
Okay.
like you said, why? Why is it that Chick-fil-A's ice cream machine never goes down? Or Wendy's? Or Burger King? Or wherever they else?
Like I said, there's something fucked up about the
Wherever
McDonald's
they sell
and
them.
Taylor
Mm-mm.
sponsorship there.
I guarantee that the CEO of McDonald's, they're getting huge-ass kickbacks. Of that 25% of revenue, he's probably getting like half.
That'd be pretty dope.
12.5. Do you know what 12.5 of the millions or billions it is? I know I keep cutting you
It
off.
was millions.
Millions.
175 million.
Unreal. Sorry. Go ahead. I will be quiet until you finish this theory.
Okay, the second theory is short. It is that it's really just a fluke that these ice cream machines suck so bad, and that if McDonald's properly trained their employees on how to use them, they would not have nearly as many issues as they do.
Is that done?
Yep.
Because that's bullshit. No way. Train them. How do you train them? I don't even get both manuals that go with it. You're selling me this product like, well, there's this manual that you get. It's all in hieroglyphics and it's in 10 different languages, none of which you speak. But we have a manual that's in perfect English, and we know you speak English, but you don't get to have it. Only our repairman gets it. And when our repairman comes, he keeps it in, like, you know those little tents that you put on student desks where you can't see someone else test? They put a little tent over it, and you can't see it. Don't cheat. Don't cheat and look, because we don't want you seeing the English one.
They probably put a tent over like him and the whole
Yeah.
ice cream machine, so you can't see anything.
You
that
can't
what
see the
buttons
screen.
He's clicking, what code he types in.
He's probably coming in here and there's like a little reset button on the back, but he sits inside the tent for 2 hours and charges you $1,500. Oh, it's actually $1,548 if I'm being exact. Insanity. No, it's not that you're not training your employees correctly. It's the fact that they've made a shit product. They're raking over the coals to buy the $18,000 product, and they're raking over the coals because it breaks at least once a week. So it's like another $1,500 a week. Okay, let's just say it's not 15 or 1,548. We'll just round it to an even 1,500. Okay, if it breaks once a week, and once a week they come in for a whole month.
You are hot.
I need to back up. 1 sec. $6,000 a month if it's a 2-hour repair once a week. I guarantee in some locations, though, it's more than once a week. So twice a week, $12,000 a month. Let's start adding this up to a whole year, Sammy. Oh my God. Sammy, what's 6 times 12?
That's a tough one.
I don't even. Where's my phone?
12 times 12 is 144, so what's half of 144?
We're just. I can't. I'm
50,
fuming. 72.
60, 70, 72.
$72,000 if it breaks once a week and it's a 2-hour repair once a week. $72,000. Do you know how many ice cream machines you can buy for $72,000? Let's divide this by 18. 4. You could buy 4 new ice cream machines in 1 year, and the cost to repair once a week, 2 hours a week. In fucking sanity. Insane. This whole thing. I'm so mad.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I'm glad you're intrigued by my topic.
I'm going to have to put a trigger warning about the screaming in this episode because I guarantee the microphone is so loud. But Sammy, this is insane. I could buy 4 ice cream machines in the period of 1 year that it costs for the repairs. And that's just 2 hours a week. I guarantee there are ice cream machines out there that they're just getting worked at their McDonald's. And they're having numerous service calls a week. You had said that one guy had it and he was calling like 4 times a week. 4 times a week. Let's do some more math here, just because I'm curious. Okay,
We're getting worked.
if we're doing 4 times a week and it's $1,500 a time. Okay, that's 6,000 a week. 6,000 4 weeks in a month. That's 24,000 for a month. Let's times by 12.
No.
See me, that's $288,000.
Taylor,
Oh my God.
That was when it was just opening. So
I don't care.
it's probably just glitches.
Sammy, just opening.
But-
it's probably gonna get worse.
24,000 in the first month. You gotta also add the 18,000 they had to put in to
You're right.
purchase it.
You're right. Let's add that.
24 plus 18.
24,000 plus 18. We're up to 42,000 in 1 month. If I opened a McDonald's and was already 42,000 in the hole just on ice cream alone, I'm closing the franchise. I'm burning the building down, collecting the insurance money, and I'm leaving McDonald's. Come on over to Arch. We'll treat you good. We'll treat you good.
You'll hate it here.
I will install whatever ice cream machine you want. I will hire the tech guy. He'll come in one time. You'll never know his name because you'll never see him again.
You know what?
Because the ice cream machine will thrive.
We don't even need to sell ice cream if you don't want to.
Yeah, you just want to sell French fries? We'll just call it Arch, the fry place. Like this is the biggest scheme. You want to talk about bad pyramid schemes? You know, like that LuLaRoe clothing brand.
Yeah.
That's okay. That was bad. McDonald's is worse, and it's paired with Taylor. I hate that my name is all over this. It is a shame. They have shot the name in the foot. This whole thing is just a big freaking scam.
Right, there's one last theory
It's the
we gotta get
smartest
through.
scam. But go ahead,
There's
do
one
this last theory.
we gotta get through.
I'm so fucking angry. I've never
Alright.
been so mad.
The last theory is that McDonald's offers franchisees, so like the people that own these franchises,
Not me, but yeah.
incentives for a down ice cream machine.
What?
There have been several reports that suggest that McDonald's franchise owners may have financial incentives to report machine issues about their ice cream machine because this allows them to avoid serving ice cream and potentially saving them on ingredients and labor costs.
I don't buy that shit.
I didn't either, but that was another thing that was presented.
Because my thing is, okay, you're going to save money on ice cream products, but you're going to lose money when you call the guy in to fix
That's
the
my
machine.
thing. I'm like, because when it's down and you report it, that means that you're waiting for your service technician to come and fix it.
I'm really getting shot in the foot twice here because one, I can't sell the ice cream to make it. 2, I've bought the product to make the ice cream, but I can't make it, so I've shot it there. 3, I have to call the repairman in, and it's $1,500 a crack because I know he's going to camp out for 2 hours. So I've been shot 3 times here. 3 times.
Yep.
That's a theory. That's the
Mhm.
biggest bullshit ever. Of course, if I was the freaking founder of McDonald's, I'd be like, call the ice cream people. Call the repairman. Go ahead and do it. Because I know he's getting a kickback. I know he's going, oh, you're all my founders. Thank you for buying in to this amazing corporation of the Golden Arches. And guess what? Your ice cream machine's going to bust at least once a week. And I'm going to encourage you. I will give you a stipend for a free ice cream cone if you call the repairman. Free ice cream on me. Once they get the machine up and running, make yourself a cone. I guarantee. Yeah, they're probably going, yeah, there's a little bit of incentive. Yeah, because they are going to get a crack, or what is it? They're going to get a piece of the pie when that repairman comes in. Unreal. I'm so angry.
I think I probably know where you're going, but
Mhm.
what do you think is really going on with the McDonald's ice cream machine? Is Taylor creating faulty machines just to make a buck off of franchise owners? Is McDonald's lacking in their training on the equipment? Or is McDonald's offering an incentive to not have the ice cream up and running?
Okay, I'm going to stay zen for as long as I can. It's not a promise it'll be the entire time. Who the hell do you think I am? Do you really think I'm stupid enough to believe that you're not training McDonald's employees good enough to do that?
Dude,
What-
they're 14!
They're 14! Do they need to learn the Egyptian language of hieroglyphics to be able to fix a machine?
No, they should be able to look at the manual and see.
The manual is in hieroglyphics!
Just what the error codes are. It's in
No.
English.
I guarantee that the manual, they probably were
but
just
it's like thick.
of course it is.
It's like a Bible.
Because they don't want you to even open it. They just want you to call for help. Taylor has made a shit product.
And you look in their service or in their manual,
Mhm.
and let's say like this code popped up on your screen.
You had to click 20 other buttons,
No.
and guess what? The buttons don't have a symbol, so you'll never be able to guess what buttons they are. Ooh, it's like a little matchy game. You have to guess the button, and if
No.
you click the wrong button, the entire machine explodes. Another $18,000 to buy a new one.
No, I would say 80% of their proposed solutions are contact a service technician.
Of course it is, because we want. Come on over to the $144 charge, and guess what? If you even hit minute 31, ooh, that really sucks. Cause guess what? You just got charged another $315. Unreal. I would sit there and at minute 44, I'd be like, you better fucking figure this shit out because you're gone in a minute. And if you so much as breathe into that 46 minute, you will be covering the cost of that. This whole thing, I think it is the biggest scheme to have ever walked planet Earth. Literally. I feel, what's the word?
Shammed.
I don't even think shammed is a deep enough cut for the wound I feel right now.
All right.
I feel like I have been,
played.
no,
Taken advantage of.
taken it, maybe that. I feel very, what is the word I'm trying to find? I can't think of it right now, but you have taken advantage of me to a point where I will never financially recover. Ever. Because we're talking $188,000 in repairs a year if I'm repairing it once a week. And I know you are because I've been to my local McDonald's and they are getting repaired once a week. The whole thing is the biggest scheme. Honestly, Taylor should be proud. They should be so proud that they created such a shitty product. They should go in Guinness Book of World Records for crappiest product ever made. Ever made. Really? Sammy, they are geniuses. They have the smartest people working for them because they're like, how can we make a product that sucks so bad that we need to rake them over the coals
And then
all the time?
And then we'll make a new product under a new company that's going to make this product suck just as bad.
Yeah.
And we're going to make money off that product in addition to our first product.
And guess what? When your second product goes down that's supposed to fix the first product, you can call Repairman. You can call Repairman for $144, but guess what? It's going to take more than 30 minutes to fix. So another $315 is going to get added to that bill. And guess what? When they're fixing the little product that you attach to the big product will probably conveniently go down at the same time. Double whammy. He's going to be there for like 10 hours that day.
Joke's on you. It's a different repairman. He's got to leave. You got to call a new one. That new one, you're going to get charged the initial $144 again.
No way. No way would I ever buy a McDonald's franchise just on this podcast alone. I don't have words. I am in utter shock of how terrible people can be. Really? Really? Like, how much money is enough money? And that's a genuine question that I ask a lot of people because some people are like, well, like, I'm happy just living life. And I'm like, well, wow, that takes a lot because I do need money.
Yeah, money.
I need money in my bank account.
Money makes life easier.
Money makes life easier. There's a lot less stress if you have money. So, like, I think you need money. So if you're someone that goes, I don't need money. I just need love and friendship. You are amazing. But then I sit there and I'm like, I look at some of these wealthy people like Jeff Bezos and like Elon.
I know, and I'm like, how much is enough?
Like, when is it enough? Because you will sit there and some of these people go like, I'm going to be even richer. And I'm like, for what purpose?
Well, my thing's like, why are you still working?
Like, for what? And like, I understand like some people like they need to work because like that's just how they thrive in life. But I'm like, at what point do you go, I've reached the top? And I don't know. And I really feel like I think secretly, whoever is the CEO of Taylor is the richest person in the world. It's not Jeff Bezos or whoever the fuck it is now because I know Jeff and Elon compete all the time for that position. I think secretly on the DL, the Taylor company CEO is the richest fucking man in the world.
Making bank
because
off these McDonald's franchisees.
He's
perfected the art of ripping people off.
We need to reach out to Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. Someone needs to make a docuseries on this because this is fucked up. This whole thing. I will gladly.
It'll be the new Super Size Me.
Yeah.
It'll be the.
All of it.
What the fuck me?
Well, it's like, you remember the documentary on like the Monopoly game?
Yeah, I know.
Why they don't do Monopoly at McDonald's anymore?
I know, that's so sad.
Yeah, I love that.
Someone had to ruin it.
That was amazing, but like someone had to ruin it. We need a docuseries on this. Expose the Taylor company for what they are. Fucking schemers and scammers because holy shit. I want to meet the CEO. I want to be left in a room with him. No cameras, just me and him. I want to sit down and have a talk.
Taylor, when he comes out bloody, you're going to have a lawsuit.
Is he going to even walk out of the room? We'll just close that room off. Does anyone need to go back in there? This is... Okay, I really shouldn't imply that I'd kill him, but I just sit there and be like, are you proud of yourself? How do you sleep at night? He'd probably be like, with my eyes closed on a pillow, but that's not the point. Like, how do you live with yourself?
I know.
You should be ashamed for what you have done and what you've created because you haven't done this to any of the other companies that you work with.
I know.
Why McDonald's? And I guarantee that they're in cahoots with whoever's high up in McDonald's because why else would you encourage your franchise owners to, call in? Well, you're getting a kickback of some kind. Why would you encourage that high of a cost? And I'm sorry, if I was a franchise owner, fucking sell tomorrow. Why are you dealing with this headache? If I would just walk into work and cry if I saw my ice cream machine down. Like, I can't do this. Even if I was the manager and I didn't own the McDonald's, I'd be like, fuck, I had to call my franchise owner and he's going to have to say, yeah, put the call in. Then I'm going to have to make the call. And then Jeffrey, whoever's coming to freaking service my machine, I would have such a hatred every time that van pulled in the parking lot.
Like, God, he's here again.
Like, normally, like, you want to have a happy feeling. Like, oh, yay, it's getting fixed. I'm like, fuck you. I hate that you're here. I would have to seek therapy if I worked at McDonald's. I would have to.
The ice cream machine would put you over, huh?
The ice cream machine has put me over tonight. I'm going to have to call a therapist tomorrow. This is just, I have not felt rage like this in many, many years. I can't remember the last time I was this freaking angry. And Sammy, I'm angry over a goddamn ice cream machine.
Well, it's not the ice cream. It's the company that's doing the ripping off.
Yeah.
That's pissing you off.
This whole thing is a sham. And Aunt Nancy, I apologize because I know that you prefer that I swear less. And I've been doing very good, I feel like, up until this point. This episode, I've sworn probably over 50 times. But I'm heated. I'm kind of breaking a sweat, I'm not going to lie. This little lamp above my head is making me a little hot at the moment because you've been ripped off, and
It's a hot topic.
I just can't. I can't.
Did you have any concluding thoughts?
Yes, if you or someone you know is a millionaire, billionaire, please reach out. I have a business proposition for you.
Arch.
Thank you.
You'll hate
Arch,
it here.
you'll hate it here. Ditch your kids. And you can buy whatever ice cream machine you want. We're going to have amazing french fries. I'm going to slash the prices in half, and we're going to open across the street from every McDonald's across the entire world. So I think we're going to do really well together. Please reach out. Lots of ideas. You have the funding. I have the dream behind it all.
Yeah.
The arch will be, we'll make it cool. It'll sparkle with diamonds. It'll
Ooh.
be a diamond arch.
Wow.
That's better than golden arches. Gold looks fucking tacky. Diamonds are like a silvery color. Damn, it's going to be the diamond arch. I am so good. Someone call me.
All right,
That's
with
the last thing I have.
that, we are going to conclude today's episode. So please remember to subscribe to our podcast and leave a review. Like us on Facebook and Instagram at Conspiracy Podcast 1. And remember to tune in for next week's episode, which will be posted on Wednesday. Bye, guys.
See ya.